Let's get started on Module 2, Goal Setting 101. Before we get started, I just want to put a plug in to make sure that you can love yourself now. It's great to set goals and to look forward to improvement and stuff, but please do not wait till some distant point in the future to appreciate and show love to yourself. You're worthy now, you're beautiful now. It's so important to love yourself now and every step along the journey. That being said, let's get right into it on how to set goals. Okay, the first thing is decide what it is that you really want and why. I like how Tony Robbins puts it. He says to create your compelling future. For me, for example, after baby number 4, I had in my head how I wanted to feel fit again. I wanted to look fit again. I wanted to be fast again and feel strong. And I had clothes that I wanted to fit into again. So I had my compelling future. And the next thing you got to do is choose the SMART goal. I borrowed this acronym from another website. I've cited it at the end of the next slide, so we'll get to it then. But S stands for specific. It can't be something general like I want to lose weight. And M stands for measurable. So for example, for me, after baby 4, I keep calling him baby 4 like he doesn't have a name, but he has a name. His name is Jordy. I wanted to have an inch that was 30. I wanted to have a waist that was 31.5 inches around, the biggest part relaxed. So I made it measurable, and I figured that would be about 135 pounds. So it was specific and it was measurable. And as far as measuring goes, you can use inches and use a tape measure to measure around your waist or whatever parts of your body you want to lose weight from. Or you can use your scale if your scale is accurate. But sometimes the scale can be misleading because muscle weighs more than fat. So sometimes it seems like the number's not moving, but your body composition is changing. You're just losing the muscle and gaining the fat. I meant gaining the muscle and losing the fat. But so for me, I just did both. I would weigh in and measure in. And that's how I just tried to get the most accurate measurement or reading or whatever you want to call it. But A stands for attainable. It's got to be realistic. R stands for relevant, which means it's got to be consistent with the scope of your compelling future. They've got to line up. And T stands for time bound. So for example, for me, when I set my goal, I had decided that I wanted to hit those specific and measurable numbers by the time Jordy turned 1. Now, I'm going to tell you now, I had to update that time limit several times because I did fluctuate a little bit, but instead of just giving up, I tried again. Better late than never, I guess. So as you can see, here's my chart. I had to scribble things out and put re-input dates as they needed to change because it took me a little longer than I had liked. But anyway, step 3 is to make a plan, or I've heard it called set micro goals. And so what I did, as you can see, I decided I wanted to lose 1/4 of an inch every week. And that was my micro goal. Those were my micro goals to try and keep me on track, or my plan to get there. I created my workout routine and I planned my exercises. I wrote them in my planner. I went and made a nutrition plan and decided what I was going to eat. So I decided what a typical breakfast would look like. I decided it would be some milk and 2 or 3 scrambled eggs with an orange or an apple or a piece of fruit. Or a fruit smoothie with a scoop of protein powder in it. I decided my typical lunches would be a big salad with some toppers and a chicken breast. And then I decided suppers would be just regular, normal, what I've always been cooking, but just keep them in a proper proportion. I also made a deliberate plan of when and what I would indulge in, what my treats were going to be. So, for example, during the week, I don't really have time to make a nice, yummy breakfast for everyone. We're always on the go. So Saturdays, it's kind of our family tradition to have eggs and bacon and hash browns or French toast or pancakes or whatever it is. So I decided, just a minute. So I decided within moderation, I could have our yummy breakfast Saturday morning. Sundays, we always have a nice Sunday dinner, and we usually have a dessert. I decided Sundays I could have dessert. If we were going to have a movie party, a family movie party or something, I would let myself have some popcorn, which was very delicious. But anyway, so I made my nutrition plan, and I planned on what I would allow myself to indulge in. That was my micro plan and my plan I made, but I kind of wish I would have did it a little differently and taken the focus off of the numbers and been so focused on the numbers. I wish I would have taken my focus and put it on more of the healthy lifestyle and instead of the numbers. So what I mean by that is, for example, you could instead of using every week you want to lose a quarter of an inch, maybe you could say every day I want to earn 5 stars, and you could create a 5-star system for yourself where 1 star could be if you did your workout that day, and 3 stars could be for each of your meals if you stuck to your meal plan, and 1 star could be if you didn't snack after supper and between supper time and bedtime or whatever. Maybe you could focus on a healthy lifestyle oriented micro plan or micro goals. That's something I kind of wish I would have tried to create the obsession with a healthy lifestyle instead of trying to create an obsession with the numbers for myself. That was step 3, make a plan and set micro goals. Step 4, write it down. The statistics say you are almost 50% more likely to succeed if you will write it down. Oh my goodness, what an easy way to increase your odds. So I wrote my compelling future and my why and my plans down in my journal. I put it in my planner, my meal plans and my workout plans, so I could see them, knew what I was doing, and I could plan or prepare for them. And then I created this nasty little chart and I put it on my bathroom mirror. That's what I did. So I'm going to invite you to set up your partial goal using steps 1, 2, and 4 that we just talked about. I'm skipping 3 for now because we're going to work on that together a little bit more in the modules that are to come. I borrowed the SMART goal setting thing from www.mindtools.com. So they came up with it first, not me. But anyway, go ahead, set your goal, and I'll see you on the other side.